Anywho, welcome back to Roche Reviews, folks. I'm David Roche, and today I got a special guest with me, fellow moviegoer and close friend of mine, Tanna Marie. I had to set you up
Hello.
properly. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's good to have you. Today we are talking A Wrinkle in Time. We're talking about A Wrinkle in Time, directed by Ava Duvernays. And we just got done seeing it. We just watched it together, and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I like the approach to traveling through space, kind of through the mind. It's kind of that obviously going to places is not just all takes place in their head. They're actually traveling, so that the whole idea of astral travel and the way that she presented it in this film was different,
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
It presented something that I didn't really expect, but at the same time, it didn't show me something that it was like, it didn't like blow me away, like, holy shit, this is amazing.
Yeah, it wasn't anything like super new or anything. Was pretty much what I expected.
Right.
For the most part, but it was still fun. And
yeah, no doubt. I think I liked the child character. I mean, it's about a young girl, right? For the most part, it's about her story. I mean, even though it is like a family movie, and there are other aspects of the movie that you can follow, other characters that are like,
yeah, Charles Wallace.
Charles Wallace, the little brother. Little Charles Wallace. He almost stole the show, in my opinion.
He did.
Some of these scenes, he was. I mean, I think he's an American kid.
I think so, yeah.
There's no real British accents that I heard.
No. But yeah, there were certain parts where it was like kind of cheesy, but it worked. Like he was really cute, and
yeah, he was. He kind of.
He was overacting in parts, but it kind of worked, being kind of evil.
Right. Because at the end he gets, I guess, possessed by the it, if you will. But before he gets possessed, he was, it was still fun, and some of it, I don't know, like some people will feel like it was a little bit cheesy and he was a little bit overacting, but I think it worked because he was like this special kid, like he said, yeah, and he wasn't like trying to do anything extra special. I think he was just really trying to deliver what Ava wanted from him. You know what I mean? As a child actor.
Yeah.
And in this type of role, I think I take my hat off to the kid,
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, there was just parts for me where I just felt like, because it worked because he was like the intelligent character and he was supposed to be like the way that he was talking was kind of not like a kid.
Right.
But it grew on me. And
yeah, no, he
was good.
To me, he was like overacting a lot of the other people there. Chris Penn was like, who's Chris Penn? Get him out of here. It was pretty funny. Are we not a fan of
no.
Chris Penn?
He didn't need to be in this movie.
Yeah.
He didn't need to be in Wonder Woman either.
I agree with that, yeah. I mean, Chris Penn is just one of those guys. I feel he's safe with Hollywood. People like him. He hasn't had any scandals yet. He's Kirk from Star Trek. He's just kind of like the likable go-to white guy at this point.
Yeah, definitely.
I guess that's where he's at. But he didn't really do anything for me, and he didn't add to this movie other than
he didn't.
Being that guy. But there was a little twist at the end where he's not all that likable, which I kind of like, and I'm glad they put that in there. That was different and unexpected.
Yeah, where he was gonna just like give up his kid.
Just leave little Charlie Wally there. Just leave him at in the dark.
What the hell?
In the Kamazats.
Oh, I'm so glad I have my kids back, but also
I'm gonna leave little Charlie here.
Sorry, Charles Wallace, you're done.
Right. So if you guys see in the movie at the very end, she's pretty much, this movie's about Meg, the main character, trying to find her father. She's just searching for her father throughout the whole universe, trying to find out where he's at. Following his trails, speaking to people that saw him or spoke with him, and she finally gets to him at the end, and has a chance to leave with her back to Earth, and she's like, yeah, you know, we're you know, he's like, we gotta get out of here. We only have this much time.
But at this point, Charles Wallace is bad.
He went bad.
He's been taken over by the It.
Right.
And he decides, well, I guess I don't need my adopted kid anymore.
Well, yeah, it was like, we'll come back for him.
Well, he said, he was like, well, I can't lose both of my kids. So he chose one.
Right. But he chose...
Which also ended up being his biological child, which makes it kind of like, oh, man.
But he also chose the universe over both of them prior.
Yeah, because he wanted to shake the universe's hand.
When he should have been shaking.
Holding. Hers.
Makes sense. That was the line he delivered at the end. Yeah, what was it?
Yeah, some of his lines were not great. And I mean, it's not like... I mean, he was gone most of the movie, but...
Yeah. Well, and they didn't explain too much time. Like, this is a movie about space and time. Obviously, you can get really... you don't really have to stick to too many guidelines. Obviously, you do have to stick to guidelines, but if you want to have fun with it, it's a Disney movie, obviously, so they're not going to hit you... You have
a lot of room.
Yeah, they're not going to hit you with the interstellar facts and knowledge about science. It's when, you know, Wrinkle in Time, it's a totally different approach.
I mean, we have a giant Oprah...
Right.
In this, in this version.
We have a BFGO over here. So what I mean to say with that is that they didn't really explain like what time they were in first, and then once she met with their father, the father was like, oh, you know, I've been here. She's like, you've been gone for 4 years, and he didn't really understand. He was like, what? It seemed to him maybe shorter.
Maybe just because they were on another planet, and right? Because they're just traveling from different planets to not necessarily different times. Sure.
Yeah. What are you saying?
So maybe because they were on a different planet, it was like the time.
Right. My question is, what is the time for him? Like, how long was he experiencing in that room?
Yeah.
Or how long has he been out there?
That's true. I guess we really just don't know.
Right. And I like to have references when it comes to like time travel and stuff like that, just so I have like a base.
Like, where are we?
For anything that's happening. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to give me times and dates for every little world you go to, because obviously she went through a few through the little tiny travel thing, you know, going through the universe. So, and the way they did that was pretty cool. I guess it's getting some criticism because it's very CG heavy and all that.
And there are parts where you can definitely see that.
Yeah, true.
But that's also like pretty expected for a movie like this, and it's a Disney movie. I mean,
absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely expected. I like the opening where it's like the Disney theme. It's like, oh, it's a Disney movie, and then it just goes, and it's just like, oh shit, this is not gonna be like a typical Disney movie. It was like a whole little effect, and the castle like crinkled in and just like disappeared real quick. It was like, okay, we're in for a ride. I mean, it's not really like the whole movie in general. It's not. I wouldn't say it's like an acid trip, but it's definitely some kind of a trip. You know what I mean?
I kept thinking that every time they went, I forget what it's called when they go. When they time travel, pretty much.
Oh, when they test, I call it Tesser.
Yeah.
That's another thing. There's something.
It's like
a Tesseract. They're like the Tesseract is real, and that is, you know, traveling through time, through the thought, through the power of thought. I guess you know what I mean. You know
the frequency.
Yeah, the frequency, aligning yourself with that, and then you can travel. But that was a Tesseract. So traveling was called Tessering, and. Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, but like every time they did that, I kept thinking this is kind of like this is a little bit drug-like. Okay.
Yeah, well, yeah, there was a few different type of scenes. I mean, that's what's cool about making movies like this, is that you can flash a lot of kind of ethereal, imaginative stuff of different clips of things that make it really trippy. I guess.
Definitely. Especially when you're going to different worlds and stuff like that. Yeah, you have a lot of room for that.
There was before she, remember at the very end how when she first, tessered, I guess, their last test on the way home. Like she was in this blissful kind of open space.
She was able to actually experience it.
Right?
Yeah, that was really cool.
Now earlier in the movie, she wasn't experiencing that, and I kept seeing like this weird like face through like a sheet or something like that.
Because it would like knock her out, kind of, because she.
It was very dark and.
Yeah, because she wasn't open with herself and loving herself and being comfortable with herself, that she.
No doubt.
Couldn't experience it.
Right.
Which,
so yeah, it was. Sorry, go ahead.
Which I feel like is really cool, because this whole movie, obviously, it's a kid's movie.
Right.
And I feel like that's a really cool, good thing.
A good message.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what this movie ultimately is about. You know, it's about self-empowerment, family, of course. But also, I mean, this is important. I think you can tell me what you think about this. Like, I think it's a self-empowerment movie for a young girl, because there's a male boy in that character, but he didn't really do much. He was just kind of there for the ride.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? And which is fine. But like the girl thing, like having her realize her true power, I guess, at the end, it didn't take Chris Pine or anybody else to make her aware of this, or the boy character in the movie, Calvin.
Yeah, and they just like hugged at the end.
Right, it wasn't like a thing.
Really sweet. Yeah,
right.
It was just like she figured it out pretty much on her own, and help from the missus, that she just was able to.
The missus, right, right. We haven't got into them. Yeah, the missus.
I know.
We got to know Oprah a little bit. Yeah, she was Oprah was Mrs. Which, and then you had Mrs. Whatsit and Mrs. Who? Which is Mindy
Kaling.
Mindy Kaling. I like her a lot.
Yeah, I like her a lot too.
She was only talking though in quotes at first,
which I feel like really works for her. I mean, I watched the Mindy Project a lot.
Did you?
Her. Yeah. And
why does that work
for
funny?
Her? I don't know. She's very like pop culture-y.
Yeah. No,
and so I was just like, yeah, this works. Except she did kind of towards the end talk.
She did
normal,
have She did. She had some regular speak. What do you think? Some of the quotes though towards them, like there's like I know there's some recent quotes. She said like, "Damn girl."
Yeah, like, she said, "Damn." Yeah, I remember that one. Like, I don't remember. I don't remember.
Like something tells me she quoted some rap lyrics in this movie, and it went over
she
my
might
head,
have, yeah,
or something like that. I don't know what it was. But then you had who else was out there? Reese Witherspoon was kind of like the crazy lady who snuck into your house when she first came in.
The homeless lady that's just in your house.
And then she was kind of, with sheets on her head. It's like, get somebody calling 911, get this crazy lady out of my house. But then later on, she became kind of a hater too. Like she was kind of fun.
She was hating on Meg the whole movie.
Yeah, the whole movie was kind of funny.
She was like, I don't know why she's here.
Yeah, you know.
No.
But yeah, I think overall it was dope. I think the star goes to little Charles Wallace. And they kept calling him Charles Wallace. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the CGI was dope. I mean, obviously there was a lot of it, which was expected.
Yeah.
But nothing too cheesy happened, and I appreciate that the most.
Yeah, and most of the time with CGI, I don't like expect not to see it. You know what I mean? It's gonna be there.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, that's not that big of a deal, and it was good.
Yeah.
But
I'm thinking maybe they make a sequel, comes back. You know, she gets a little bit older. They teach her about her ever-changing body, and you know, they make it like this female. You know, make it okay about exactly. Well, it's okay to get your period. You know what I mean? We're gonna teach you how to do it. You know, the three ladies. Oprah's over there just teaching her. You know, it's nothing to be ashamed of. You know, just have girls. You know, realize just change the whole culture of it.
She's like, you get tampon.
You get tampon. You get tampon. Ah!
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It could be good.
Anyway, that's all I got.
I think we covered it.
Alrighty, folks. Well, you can catch me on youtube.com / not even / just at Roche Reviews, or on Twitter at DJ Roche. Where can they catch you online? Anywhere?
Anywhere.
Anywhere and everywhere.
All the places.
All the places. Well, thanks for being on the show.
Yeah,
and
thanks for having
I'm
me.
sure we'll have you back for another movie sometime this year. There's a whole list of good ones coming out, so look forward to chopping it up.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you folks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.